This is the Cosmic Contact through Consciousness Light Circle. And today the theme that we're exploring in our meditation transmission is to remember your intergalactic nature. So we'd like to invite any and all divine souls having human experiences whose human ego intellect is ready to start remembering their very own intergalactic nature. So relax into ourselves and let go of what you think you know about you. Let go of your definition of who you are. A lot of that definition of who you are came from your parents and your teachers and your friends and your colleagues and your business work and social media and all of those outside influences that help us create a personality construct. And it's important to remember that this is a personality construct. It's a protocol that you've created for yourself that creates a personality. It is just a very, very small portion of who you are, and it is what you are creating from the infinite intelligence, omniscient wisdom, and omnipotent unconditional love of all of creation that is always flowing through you. Unconditional love. That means you've got free reign to create whatever protocols, whatever thought patterns, whatever beliefs that you have about yourself. You have free reign to create anything you wish to explore. And for right now, let's let go of those definitions. I'm a person who, your mind automatically fills in that blank. Well, for right now, don't be that person who does whatever, and just be right here, right now. Let go of any ideas that you have about your ideas of what love is. Whether you've learned that you need to earn love, work for love, deserve love, are unworthy of love, whatever definitions that you have about yourself in relationship to love, just know that they are all seen through conditioned eyes, through the protocol for yourself that you've created and that society has created and you've bought into. These are themes of exploration, limiting themes of exploration that you've been doing. So we're just going to let those go for right now and just be. And feel all of this creation force that made you up, that created you, it's flowing through you at all times, is inherent in all things. Just be present in all of this. You are so much greater than anything that your ego and ego intellect have ever dreamt of. So much greater. You are an individuation of the all. You are an expression of the all's infinite intelligence that knows all things. Omniscient wisdom that knows how to manage all things for the highest good of all. And an omnipotent, all-powerful, unconditional love that can do all things. All things are created by it. Ergo, nothing is more powerful than this unconditional love that is inherent in your makeup. So just rest in that and be. Allow yourself to feel the vibrations of relaxation. Now, if you're not feeling it, let go. Let go and just relax into yourself. And if your mind needs something to land on, just say, I choose peace. I choose to experience peace in a new way on new levels, like I never have experienced peace before. I let go. And if you truly are letting go, you'll feel that sense of expansion, that sense of relaxation. And then as a secondary thing, because our bodies always reflect what's going on, in your belief systems, your mental body, your belief systems and your definitions, and your emotional body that we often feel in the chest. Your emotions are created by your beliefs and your definitions. You might feel it in your throat because as you relax in, you realize that there's parts of your authentic self that you have been denying, refusing to speak, or swallowing down, or even knee-jerk reactions that you swallow down. All of these are constructs. These are reactions to the construct, to the protocols that you've set up for yourself, and that you believe society is set up for you too, and you're so much more. So let go of your definitions of who you are. Let go of the beliefs that you hold about who you are, especially the fear beliefs and those you feel in a contractive state. They create tension in your physical body, and they're oftentimes connected to a feeling of worthiness. And so if you truly want to remember and understand your intergalactic nature, if you truly want to understand your connection to all of creation, you must let go of the idea that has been sold to you and that you might have bought hook, line, and sinker of worthiness. To think that you're unworthy and recognize that you are a creation of the all is the most prevalent thing that you could possibly do. You exist, ergo you are worthy of existence. We are all in the all, we are all of the all, we are all created by the all, we are all reflections of the all, we are all the all, in different shades, forms, and individuations. So divine light, which is how in the human form we perceive this creation force, because when we are in higher states of consciousness, we see that everything actually emanates light. This is how we interpret the higher vibrations of the all, and divine to indicate to the human ego that this is much grander than it. Divine light is always flowing through you from infinity within, through your divine soul knowing and your oversoul knowing, and into your body, up through your divine heart, human heart. Let it spill out and flow all through you, just releasing any old outdated ideas and definitions about your self-worth and being worthy and having to earn love, fight for love, not be loved, all of those things. You are love. This is inherent to your intergalactic nature. You are inherently connected to all of creation. You are inherently an expression of all of creation, having a smaller experience to reflect back to the all so it knows more of who it is. So let this divine light flowing through you, if you feel it in your head, that is flowing through those definitions and beliefs, those thought patterns that you have about yourself. Let go of what you think you know. And let your actual brain synapses disconnect, reconnect to find new pathways so that those old beliefs and ideas and thoughts, patterns, definitions can be transformed into illumination, which is a new kind of mental clarity and understanding of who you are, and a remembrance of your connection to all of creation. And this divine light is flowing through your emotional body. Those are the emotions created by the old limiting beliefs and definitions. Old pains and hurts, old identifications with old traumas. You were exploring what that trauma was like. You were exploring what those limitations were like. You were exploring what that was all about. That is the old protocols of the human experience. We are here to ascend from it. We are here to transform that in ourselves so that we vibrate out in new ways and model for others directions that they are able to take. So rather than feed the old limiting protocols, the old limiting systems, we're actually rewriting our own protocols, our own coding, our own mental beliefs and definitions, our own emotional responses. And remember, it's the beliefs that create and definitions that create the emotions. The emotion creates the actions. It's the full fuel for actions, and actions is the language of spirit in the human experience. So until you've taken action, you've not gone into full expression. So let light transform all of these limiting things, open up that throat so that you're able to speak words of love in new ways. You're able to speak your truth in new ways. You're able to engage with those who are different than you in new ways, because the more you know the true nature of your own divine soul, it is intergalactic, it is cosmic, it is of the all, in the all, co-creating with the all. The more you know that for you, the more you'll recognize that you have the connections with all other living things. Take a moment to feel the yes buts that your human ego intellect might be throwing up. That's you wanting to hang on to limiting protocols. It's you wanting to hang on to limiting beliefs. So just let love flow through that. Unconditional love. Don't try to throw it away. Honor it. It's something that you were exploring. When you're done exploring it, you'll release it and you'll shift your focus in new directions. Remember, divine light flows where your attention goes, consciously and subconsciously. And we only take actions in directions that we feel will bring us the biggest good or the greatest good. And that greatest good might be avoiding an imagined bad. And those are definitions that create the idea of the good and bad. You're marvelously, intricately made. Just be right here and now. And just flirt with the idea of being connected to all of life. In your creative imagination, allow your thoughts to move along what you perceive as the pathway of this earth experience, all the way to when you're in your mother's womb. And just take a moment to feel those vibrations, feel those feelings, those sensations of being in your mother's womb. Now let go of the definitions that you've put up to it till now, and the stories that you were told about maybe your mother's pregnancy, or maybe you don't know your mother. Maybe you weren't told stories, maybe you were, but let go of any ideas or any stories, narratives that you've created for yourself when it comes to that, and just allow yourself to be in your mother's womb. And feel that, relax into it. And as you're there, just resting in that, the group that I incarnated with, we're going to do a center circumference harmonic resonance for you. So just float with it. And now allow yourself to even go back further. Before you came into your mother's womb, and you were in a fully expanded state of consciousness. not limited by the physical. And allow yourself to feel that. Continue to let go, and just with curiosity, allow yourself to expand and just play with those sensations. If you want to stay in your body, keep your eyes open and just allow your imagination to play with eyes open. Think of it like daydreaming, but conscious daydreaming, and feel the feelings in your body. And we all know how to daydream. So you're expanded to consciousness, knowing that divine light is still moving through your body. So brain synapses are disconnecting, reconnecting, finding new pathways. Your physical body is expanding. Old beliefs, old definitions that no longer serve, that you're willing to let go of, that you're through exploring, just let them go. The infinite intelligence, omniscient wisdom, and omnipotent unconditional love of divine light will transform them into illumination. That means a new kind of mental clarity and emotional freedom like you've never experienced before. And it is amazing, exciting, wonderful, authentic, organic, and gorgeous. So just this is before you were born, allowing yourself to be in a more expanded state of consciousness. And allow yourself to look around and be aware of how much life is in creation. How many different sentient beings are individuations of the all. Feel yourself surrounded by your soul family. And if you're one that doesn't visualize, don't worry about it. Just feel the feelings, feel the sensations, allow it in the back of your mind. Just daydream with it. But imagine some extraterrestrial or interdimensional beings who look like humans, but they glow. And others who are very tall and pale and seem Nordic in nature. Others who seem blue. And there's so many different versions of grays, one of the oldest races in our known universe. And there's so many offshoots and versions, just as if one of them were wanting to imagine what an Earth-like human is, but then they would have examples of all of the different tribes of Africa that have different features, and all of the different groups of Scandinavia that have different features, and Europe and Eastern Europe and Asia, and down Middle East, Far East. When you consider all of the different areas and all of the different ways that even the human race have evolved, the grays add on billions and billions and billions of years of evolution. There are so many different versions of grays. They're the reptoids. So many different versions. And you're in this expanded state of consciousness, and it's easy to recognize that we are all part of the all. And that as an individuation of the all, you are an eternal sovereign being of divine light. And take a moment to look down on your earth experience and see how small you've been playing. And see all of the beauty that you've been hiding on the other side of those limiting beliefs and definitions and negative emotions attached to it, or contractive emotions. We won't even call them negative because that has a value judgment, but contractive emotions. But on the other side of that, see the glorious you filtering through, pushing up and outwards in full center to circumference expression. You're in this expanded state, but looking down on the body that you were born into. Send light through that fetus send light all the way up to even to your current self. For there is only now time. So this is you doing for you from different points of view. You're intergalactic. You've got soul family that come from, remember that you are a individuation of the all. And as a divine soul, the human point of view is an individuation of the divine soul that created the oversoul, that created the human soul, that created the human construct, the architecture of you. So that the expanded you can look at the human experience through a smaller point of view. Very much like if we were to go snorkeling and you look through the mask to see underwater, and you're not seeing all of what's underwater, but you are looking at what's through that mask. That is your ego, your human ego's job, is to simply observe what is happening so that that information is fed back to the more expanded aspects of you. You are intergalactic in nature. Now, just as your divine soul individuated a portion of itself to create this human experience, it's also creating experiences in other sentient races. Now, that's a shocking idea, but relax into it. You're in an expanded state. Look around and just play in your imagination. What if that were true? What would that mean? And now, let's go ahead and relive this whole birth process and the whole growing up narrative that you've created for yourself, but we're doing it from the expanded state and consciously send light through all parts of your human experience and the people around you. Go into the making of the fetus in your mother's womb, through the birth process, and then allow yourself to go through all of the stages growing up. You don't have to go year by year. Just know that you're doing it. Come up the pike. You're sending light transformation into illumination, which is new mental clarity and emotional freedom up to here and now. Be right here and now in your here and now body. And smile. Put a smile on your face, because now you remember more of who you are. And this is truly intergalactic in nature. You are an eternal, sovereign being of divine light, having a human experience, able to make conscious contact with any living creature and engage from this eternal, sovereign being of divine light memory. Come back and repeat this meditation whenever you're ready to come to the next level. For the other truth about you is that you're in a constant state of change, a constant state of growth at all times. And the more you grow, the more the room there is to grow. And that's exciting. And so you are. If this meditation supported you, you're welcome to subscribe and return whenever it feels right.